gonna stick my dick in the mashed potatoes. Go hog.
This is a team sport. It's not a talent-based sport.
We got Bobby fucking Petrino back. If I'm honest with myself right now, it's a cool 12-0. Oh, look at that
tornado. Hello. Welcome to another episode of the College Football Tailgate Big Show. As always, it is me, XFLJ.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the XFL.
Joined, of course, by the one, the only, the mythical, the legendary Erik, a.k.a. Uncle fucking Rico.
You want it? I'm gonna give it to you right now.
That's right. We're going to give it to you right here, right now. It's week 8, baby. We got a lot on the plate. Erik, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good, man. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing real good. I'm feeling fantastic. I slept on a disgusting Nebraska loss. Shout out Troy Chewing in chat. Shout out Sports Facts in chat. Nice call on Louisville last night. Louisville may have been. This was probably the most Mario game. Like that. How easy was it to see coming?
I mean, they're really good on the defensive line. Louisville's
They
really
are.
And they were able to run the ball. I didn't think Miami was that good. And it's too bad they have that Virginia loss on their resume because that's really going to hurt them in the ACC. ACC is completely wide open. It
is extremely wide open. There is a not zero chance that we could see a potential. It'd be hilarious for me. Virginia Pitt. Somehow, if SMU wins, well, like SMU plays Clemson, it'd be very funny if you just saw it. Like it would be kind of funny if Clemson just waltzes their way in at like 9-3 and makes the ACC championship game again,
and then wins it, and then somehow makes a college football tailgate.
They make the playoffs again. After Dabo, oh God, would love it. So, quick, what we like to do before getting into today's games is a quick look back at the slate of the week. We finally have football on every single week. So Tuesday,
well, dude, we had some coach firings, dude. I think we need to touch on that.
We want to talk about the coach firing. So, Dilfer,
you tell me, what
we can do the coaching firings first. The Dilf man's gone. Kay over at Oregon State's gone. And of course James Franklin, the big one.
I mean, it's.
Did you know he's going to be on game day today?
Yeah, I saw that.
It's like the only reason to watch that program.
I didn't even know it was still on, but
you're not. I thought you were like the world's biggest Pat McAfee guy, though. How many more firings do you think we see by the end of the season?
We'll see a couple. It's possible.
Like Florida. Napier. I think Florida and FSU we could see firings.
You think they're going to get rid of whatchamacallit?
Norvell?
Yeah.
If what I think happens today comes to pass, I don't know how you keep them. I think they lose to Stanford, dude.
Jesus.
I think it's really bad. Do you know the last time that Florida State won a ACC road game?
When?
2023 against Pitt.
Interesting.
So I'm just saying, it hasn't been going good there. And you talk about, we saw last year that Florida State can easily quit on a season.
All right, so hypothetically, let's play hypothetical.
Okay, I'm down.
Who would you go after?
If I'm Florida State?
Yeah.
Go back to the well, get another Memphis coach?
No, seriously, who the fuck do you go after?
Oh, well, see, I have that problem with like every school. I don't know.
Do you go with the South Florida guy?
Golish. I think you probably make a phone call to him. You probably call him.
I just don't. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who you hire either. Like, so if I'm thinking coaching candidates for any jobs,
I mean, Dion's like basically dying. Like, it can't.
No, it won't be Dion. It definitely won't be Dion. Any coordinators out there that would be interesting?
The guy from who's a coordinator from Georgia Tech.
Oh. Yeah. I've heard Joe Brady's name for a bunch of jobs too.
Yeah, Brady, he'd be a good one.
Do you think he wants to stay in the NFL though?
I think he wants to stay in the NFL. Once you get a taste of that, I don't think you go back.
Yeah, I don't know who's like the big name for. Does Matt Campbell's phone's going to be ringing?
The Gus Bus?
No, I think he's done coaching. I think he's just coordinator. I think him and like Dana, like guys that were head coaches that like actively left to be just coordinators. I think that's just what they want to do.
What about Chip Kelly?
No, I think he's the poster child of those guys who just wants to call plays and not.
He's the poster child of it.
Well, like when he left UCLA to go to Ohio State, I think he's like the poster child of those guys that just wants to call plays and not like actually coach.
Just tank.
Yeah. I really don't know who people get for any position. Like, what do you do for Penn State? I don't know.
I mean, you can't go after whatchamacallit just signed that big deal.
Sig's not going. Signetti's not going anywhere.
Now, do you go after Matt Rule? No.
No, I don't think you do. And as a Nebraska fan, we're looking in the mirror. It's not good. This is the worst loss under the Matt Rule era right here that we had last night against Minnesota.
Hey. Mel Tucker?
Always available. You know he'll take it. You know
what's funny?
What's he doing?
He's in hiding, dude. He has that lawsuit against him, and the lady's trying to serve him, and she can't find him. She can't.
Smart, probably smart.
If
you're Florida State,
did you see his Zillow for his house? Okay.
Abandoned?
No, he's selling it.
Oh, I like that move. Go into hiding. If you're Florida State, do you go full scumbag? Go for Art Briles.
No. I mean, realistically, you call Lane, you call Freeman.
You call them, but I don't think either of those guys are leaving.
You call, see if those guys
Especially Freeman. Dude, Marcus Freeman, I don't think is going. He converted to Catholicism for the job. Like, he went through a whole conversion. I don't think he's leaving.
Money makes the world.
Do you call Manny Diaz?
I mean, that you could go after Diaz, dude. Like, you could go after Diaz. I don't know, man. Like, it's like Dan Mullins' name is in it. Like, Jesus Christ, do you really want that train wreck? Like, I mean, I think.
What do you mean train wreck? What's wrong with it? Is he a train wreck?
Yes. You call.
What about Dan Mullen as a train wreck?
Okay, he went to Florida. It was awful. He's been gifted like the biggest fraud in college football.
I feel like a lot of that fraudulence is the fact that he's a good head coach, though. And I feel like in today's current climate where he doesn't have to recruit, where it's just kind of like all NIL, I feel like that might be an advantage to him.
I don't know. I'm not the biggest guy on him. I think they're busters this year.
Well, I don't believe in UNLV, but I think Dan Mullen is a good like X's and O's coach. I could make the argument he's been Florida's best coach in like the last 10 years. You can. Who would you put above him on Florida?
Napier.
You're gonna put Muschamp. You're gonna put Napier above him.
Yeah, dude.
The dude made a New Year's Six bowl.
Yeah, with whatchamacallit's roster.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's good at collecting. He's a bad recruiter. I'm not gonna argue that. I just say he's a good X's and O's coach.
No. Yeah.
I don't see how you. His time at Mississippi State, I think, also speaks for itself.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You're talking crazy. Any other coaching stuff, or you want to take a quick look back?
Yeah, Michigan State's going to make a coach. Rumor is they're going to go heavy on Urban Meyer.
Yeah. But how do you feel about that?
I think it's awful.
Do you feel like Jonathan Smith has gotten enough time?
No.
Yeah, I agree with you. It hasn't fully been working, but the issue for me is like you've seen cracks of good, and it just makes me believe. And I like with the bad of Michigan State, there's been like you peek through, it's like, oh, I like what I'm seeing, and then that closes.
But I mean, the thing is with Michigan State people that how can I word this? The thing is with Michigan State people, they see what Cignetti's doing, and that's what they expect.
So I was having this thought yesterday, is I feel like Cignetti's going to get a lot of coaches fired with the success, like the instant turnaround success he's done at Indiana.
Oh, 100%.
He's gonna get so many coaches fired.
Yeah, 100%.
Where it's like, hey, Cignetti did it in a year. He did it in 2 years. And who knows? Like once his JMU guys leave, I think he'll keep it running. But who knows? Like how long that they can keep it going. You're gonna see a lot of people get fired off of that. All men complaining about Detroit, heavy on Central Michigan and UAB. I don't blame him. I do have what I call on the docket today, Eric. I do have the look ahead parlay of 3 teams.
I'm not gonna lie. I have bets in both those games. We'll get to a little later.
So, quick look back. Liberty beats New Mexico State on Tuesday. Arkansas State over South Alabama, and FIU over Western Kentucky. Anything surprise you on Tuesday?
No, I was heavy on FIU. Got it done. Western Kentucky are bluffs, and it showed in that game. I mean, they obviously the turnover regression caught up to them. Their defense isn't that good. FIU, that was huge for our over 5.5 too.
Yep, I'm gonna call it. I think FIU is our darling CUSA team, right? Like that's our team this year.
Yeah.
Wednesday, Jacksonville State 38, Delaware 25. Awesome game. And then UTEP 35, Sam Houston 14. The Jayville State Delaware game. I think Delaware is fun. I like that Delaware is immediately coming in and at least being competitive and fun.
I like the fact that Nelson went from USC to Boise State to UTEP, and now he's been benched.
That is a fun, dude. That's the same, and we'll talk about the Arizona State game. When I see that they're trotting out Jeff Sims,
yeah,
for a game last week, I'm no. And then Thursday with ECU Tulsa, ECU crushed them 41-27. But Tulsa hung around for a little bit. ECU's a little frustrating to watch. I'm gonna be honest.
ECU? Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. And then last night, Louisville dashes Miami's hopes, 24-21. Minnesota crushes Nebraska 24-6. Utah State 30, San Jose 25. Awesome Mountain West game. And then Cal 21, UNC 18.
I mean, look, Louisville's good. Their defense is legit. Offensively, they have a little bit of holes. In Miami, like I talk about all the time on here, Mario doesn't cover as a favorite. When you look historically how he's done, he's struggled in these spots. And the Louisville coach is elite as a favorite. So it just
I think Jeff Brom has like a super positive winning record against top 5 opponents.
Yeah.
Also, this is just Nebraska as a ranked opponent. Now that Nebraska lost, or I can talk about it, my fun's Nebraska stat. Nebraska, once they enter the top 25, has not won a Big Ten game since 2016 when they're ranked.
Jesus, what?
When Nebraska is ranked, they have not won a Big Ten game since 2016 when they're in the top 25.
Wow.
Yeah. So, more fun stats coming out of this one. Also, they have not beaten Minnesota since, I believe, 2018 or 2019.
They're brutal, man. Brutal.
Yeah. Okay, Eric, are you ready to get to this massive Saturday slate? You want to just take a quick peek at my bets?
Oh my God, Jim. Let me see.
There you go. Right here. Those are the bets. The round robin and teasers on the other side.
Have you? What's his face? God, what's that guy's name? Have you seen Mike Lombardi still uses a typewriter? You're like that guy with a notebook.
Dude. Do you not use? Like, I always feel like I love writing stuff out, especially picks and stuff on like an actual like notebook. I prefer legal pads if I can, but
I will put notes together. But I've like started. It's easier for me because my handwriting's so shitty to like type them out.
No, I gotta write them down. I love writing them down. So, Eric, we get to this Saturday. We start off in the city of country music at 11 a.m. Central Time. LSU at Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, a 2.5-point SEC home favorite. Over under 47.5 plus 105 on the money line for LSU. LSU, is it a trap?
I have nothing here.
I'm going to be watching this one. I love that Vanderbilt's favored. I think Vanderbilt should be favored, honestly. SportsFacts is on LSU money line. If LSU's quarterback is actually starting to get healthy and he's looked a little bit better, I have faith that this team can get it done, and their defense is legit. But nothing that they have shown so far this season gives me faith. But also, am I really I love Vanderbilt. I love Diego Pavia. I agree with this. I don't love them laying points.
Yeah, I mean, I would like them as a home dog here a little bit more, but
that's the whole reason you back Diego Pavia and like those guys is they're dogs.
I mean, Diego is a fucking adult. I mean, he went to high school with you. He graduated in the same class as you. So
oh yeah. Hey, he'll be back next year too.
Jesus Christ.
Just you wait.
Just get a job selling cars, bro. Move on.
I think he's just going to keep going to the Supreme Court every year just to get more eligibility.
Just keep living the dream, dude.
Georgia Tech at Duke. Duke is a 3-point home favorite here, over under 60.5 plus 140 on the money line. Eric, you doing anything here?
All right. So what's the line on this?
3.
All right,
Duke minus 3.
I got Duke earlier in the week on the money line minus 120. Okay. So I think Georgia Tech is overvalued right now because of that win over Clemson. Honestly, they should have lost to Wake Forest. They're 3-0 in one-score games, which points to regression. The key to the Georgia Tech offense is running the ball. Duke's defense has been elite against the run this season. Georgia Tech can't run it. They're going to get behind the sticks, forced to throw. And now the Duke secondary is rounding into form. That's a bad formula. Plus, on top of that, Haynes King, the quarterback for Georgia Tech, has struggled against pressure. That's exactly what a Manny Diaz defense is built to do. Bring pressure, force mistakes. Georgia Tech has definitely regressed from last year's team. When I look at it defensively, while Duke's offense is trending up, I think Duke controls the game and gets the win. I played Duke on the money line minus 120. Now, with it sitting right now at minus 3, what I would do is I would wait, see if you can get a minus 2.5 to get it under that key number 3, or wait to get it live.
Yeah, I would say get it live. It looks to be trending towards 3.5 at the moment.
Then I just sit us out. Sorry, people.
Yeah. I rolled Georgia Tech on the money line.
Jim.
We're fighting here. We're fighting.
Jim,
but
are we gonna have our first T-shirt bet of the year?
I'm not. This one's not going to be this one's not a T-shirt. This one's not. I'm establishing a new principle where I might just be betting dogs exclusively in the ACC.
Because I would hate to have to be rocking a fucking Duke football T-shirt.
No, I'm not rocking. No, like if you want, Georgia Tech would be sick, especially if you get like a retro one. I'm not rocking anything for Duke. But yeah, just Georgia Tech money line. I just didn't overthink it. I have a whole list of money line sprinkles. We're doing that again this week, so they're on that list. Just a little sprinkle on the money line there. Don't fuck around with the spread. Washington at Michigan. Michigan is a 4-point home favorite here. Over under 50.5 plus 160 on the money line for the Huskies. Erik.
Nothing.
Erik. Just a little sprinkle on the money line for Washington. Just a sprinkle. They're one of the sprinkle teams. Did Jim's teaser hit last week? I wasn't on the show last week.
No, dude, shows how much he pays attention, dude.
I wasn't on the show last week, was I? No.
No, you were.
I was. No, the teaser didn't hit. Let me see. I have it somewhere in here.
You were.
Oh, yeah. You know what team lost my teaser?
What, Michigan State?
Michigan State. I think they were the only one that lost two. Yeah, just a little sprinkle on Washington there. Baylor, TCU, shootout. I will be definitely watching this game. TCU is a 3-point home favorite here. Over under 65.5 plus 124 on the money line. You know what I did here, Erik? A little sprinkle on Baylor. These are the same teams. I feel like Baylor and TCU, they both play bad defense. I think Baylor's a little worse on defense. They both play good offense, but I feel like TCU has the issue of turning the ball over more.
I got nothing, man. I got absolutely nothing.
I also don't hate over 65.5, but I am betting Baylor. A little sprinkle on the money line. A little sprinkle. Army at Tulane. Tulane are 10-point home favorites here. Over under 45.5 plus 285 on the money line. It's a rematch of the American Championship from last season.
America.
I wanted to get there with Army. I did not, though.
Nothing for me, man.
Dude, if you're playing this game at all, though, go Army. Tulane cannot run the ball. They absolutely cannot run the ball.
Yep, I agree with that.
I think they're probably the most fraudulent, American team that's people are vying up for the top spot between them, USF, and Memphis. UConn at Boston College. UConn right now on DraftKings is a 1.5-point road favorite at Boston College. Total is 57.5, minus 108 on the money line for Boston College. Again, I say it every week. I was not wrong about a team more than Boston College.
I got nothing.
UConn could definitely win this one. Oh, maybe. Hey, where'd you get the hat, Erik?
It was a gift. It was a gift.
Erik, speaking of UConn Boston College, do you think Jim Mora's name comes up in anything? Jim Mora Jr.?
I think he's a lifer.
You think he's a lifer at UConn? Yeah. I could see it. It's probably a little less stressful. Arizona at Houston. Arizona is a 1.5-point road favorite. Over under 47.5, minus 102 on the money line for Houston. Shop around, because I did sprinkle Houston. I got Houston money line at plus 105. And I think at plus money against this Wildcat team, I think I could take Houston as a home dog.
Houston's been weird to me.
They're weird.
Very week-to-week type of team. I'm expecting a little bit more of a jump here in the Willie Fritz second year. Obviously not getting there.
But I think they're feisty. I'll give them feisty level.
You like a little feisty?
Yeah, I think they're feisty. Eastern Michigan, Miami of Ohio. The Red Hawks of Miami are 12.5-point home favorites here. Over under 47.5 plus 370 on the money line. Erik, it's a rule that I have that when I see Eastern Michigan and Chris Creighton as a dog, you take it. Let's make some money. Yeah. EMU as a dog.
Great minds think alike, dude.
Yeah. You take him as a dog, you fade him as a favorite. I also sprinkled a little bit at plus 363 on the money line for Eastern Michigan because the MAC is weird and doesn't make sense and should never make sense.
I have an interesting MAC stat coming up a little later in the show.
Central Michigan at Bowling Green. Bowling Green are 3.5-point home favorites here. Over under 43.5 plus 136 on the money line. I probably, before you do yours, I'm just going to say you probably should play Central Michigan because in my head, whenever I'm paying attention to the MAC, the second I'm thinking in my head, oh, this team's looking really good. They could probably make a run for the MAC championship. They lose that week. And I've been thinking that for Bowling Green.
I'm on the chips. I got them at 4.5. Anything over 3.5, I would play.
There's probably fours out there.
Yeah, great spot to fade. And I also played him on the money line at plus 145. Great spot to fade Bowling Green after their upset win over Toledo. If you actually dive into the box score, they were outgained by over 200 yards. It looks like their starting quarterback, Pine, isn't going to be able to play. His backup is really limited. And if that's the case, this Bowling Green passing attack is a zero factor. Meanwhile, CMU's coming off a bye. They've quietly got one of the most creative and effective rushing attacks in the country. Now, coming off a bye, learning a new system, it's going to be better, a little bit more creative, a little bit more wrinkles. I think they're going to be able to move the ball consistently against this Bowling Green front. Now, historically speaking, home field advantage doesn't mean much in the MAC. Over the last 20 years, Bowling Green has been the worst team in the conference covering at home, hitting at a whopping 35.1% of the time. I'm going to take the chips here. Give me CMU plus 4.5. I got it plus 4.5. Anything over 3.5 it would be a buy for me.
You could probably find some fours out there. Is it fair to say that over that span of time, Bowling Green was one of just the worst teams in the MAC?
Yeah, dude, there's been some bad teams in the fucking MAC. Dude.
That's true. You know who's first place in the MAC right now?
Buffalo.
No, they're only 2-0 in conference.
Ooh.
Western Michigan.
Shut up.
Yeah, 3-0 in conference. It's just I think they've played more conference games.
So I'm looking at it right now. Home teams in the MAC, only 46% against the number.
It's the only team. It's the only conference I can think of where home field advantage doesn't like fully exist.
Yeah.
And like I said, I've been thinking of Bowling Green as like a contender in the MAC, and the second I start thinking of a team as a contender, they're going to lose that week. So,
and I have here's a trivia question for you. Only 3 teams have a positive ROI the last 20 years. Oh no, sorry, 4 teams. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 teams. Oh no, sorry, 3 teams. My bad. 3 teams have a positive ROI as a favorite at home in the MAC.
Oh, jeez.
2 of them are obvious. One of them you're kind of like you think about it, and then you're like, oh, that makes sense.
I would say Buffalo.
No, Buffalo 20-1.
Damn. NIU?
NIU is the worst team as a favorite at home.
Damn. Okay, that checks out. Who's the best? Who are the 3?
Ohio at 1, Central Michigan at 2, Toledo at 3.
Toledo at 3 is kind of just like disgusting for them. That's funny. The MAC. I can't wait for actual MACtion. Oklahoma at South Carolina at 11:45 because the SEC network is weird. Oklahoma is a 4-point road favorite here, over under 42.5, plus 160 on the money line.
I got nothing, man. I got nothing. What's going on with the health of the Oklahoma quarterback?
I got something in this one. Mateer said he's feeling way better. So, off of last week, I don't think the issue was the hand with Mateer. I think it was rushing back from surgery.
Okay.
Like, I think his hand is okay, but I think you take that whole week off and you're coming out of surgery, you're not going to be feeling 100% no matter what. Like, I feel like coming out of surgery, you're going to be sluggish and, like, out of it, and then missing all that practice, missing those reps.
Yeah.
That's what I think it was. I still don't think Oklahoma's great, but I think their defense is probably the best unit in this game. I bet under 43 in this one.
Okay.
I think it's a defensive battle. I think both quarterbacks are going to make plenty of mistakes. Oklahoma can't really run the ball. South Carolina, it's all Lenore Sellers. Old man complaining about Detroit. South Carolina big, and honestly, if Oklahoma doesn't make the college football playoffs, do they make a college change? I don't think they make the playoffs because their schedule is so backloaded.
Yeah.
But I don't think either of these teams are very good.
I thought Oklahoma was brutal. Like, I know a lot of so-called sharp people were touting them, and I never saw it.
No, I think their defense is pretty good, but that's just Venables has a good defense and not a good offense. Sellers is going to be hot in that Raiders uniform next season. Actually, I agree. I think he'd look good in the Raiders. West Virginia at UCF. Central Florida are 7.5-point home favorites here, over under 48.5. Sorry, 46.5, plus 250 on the money line. You touching this one, Erik?
The Red Raiders, I am not.
You're not touching West Virginia UCF?
Oh, I thought you said the Red Raiders.
No. We were talking about Lenora Sellers going to the Raiders next year.
Dude, I'm so distracted right now. Sorry. No, I'm not touching UCF.
I do not have this one on here. I believe I have this one later. That's
So if Matt Rule goes to Penn State, does Nebraska reach back out to Scott Frost?
No shot. That'd be funny, though. Actually, I think Nebraska would. I don't know who they would go for, if I'm being 100% honest. Lane Kiffin's got ties to the school.
Is Tom Osborne still alive?
Yeah, dude, he looks like the crypt keeper, though. Like, he goes to events and whatnot. He looks legit like the crypt keeper.
Jesus.
Yeah. Kent State at Toledo. Toledo are 24.5-point home favorites here. Are we just... this is like a bounce-back spot, right? Against the worst team in the MAC, probably?
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with it, though.
Yeah.
Worst team in the MAC.
I think
UMass says, hold my beer.
Oh, yeah, I forgot UMass is in the MAC this season. Hold
this season. Hold my beer, Jimmy.
I was thinking UMass was still independent, okay? Speaking of which, Buffalo at UMass. 15.5-point favorite, Buffalo at UMass.
Nothing.
I took Buffalo. Fading UMass. I'm just doing it. Fading UMass. To my detriment, maybe, because the MAC can get really weird really fast, but I think UMass might be one of the worst teams in all of college football.
The thing is, it's like, you look at them, though, they shouldn't be as bad as they are. And I feel the stuff is just completely railed off this season. They're just like, fuck it.
Yeah, they've quit.
Yeah.
Purdue at Northwestern. Northwestern is a 3-point home favorite here, over under 46.5, plus 140 on the money line. Are you playing this one with me, Erik? Because I'm playing this one.
All right. Now, I got Purdue at 3.5. I would still play it at 3. I'm going to fade Northwestern, coming off that emotional win over Penn State, classic letdown spot. Penn State, on the other hand, is due for some positive turnover regression. They are -8 in turnovers over their last 4 games. If you look closer, easily could have been in Minnesota if not for the pick 6. Could have covered against Illinois if not for those timely fumbles. Northwestern wants to run the ball. Purdue has been solid stopping the run. And here is a wild stat I saw on X randomly. Guess who's second in college football on turnover-worthy throws this season?
Is it Northwestern?
Stone from Northwestern. Not an ideal facing the defense that is due for some turnover takeaways. On top of that, Northwestern struggles to stop the run. Purdue likes to run the football. So, yeah, I'll take Purdue here. Great spot, good matchup. Turnover luck should finally swing their way. 3 or higher, I was able to find a 3.5. Honestly, I'm looking right now online.
There's got to be some 3.5s out there because I'm seeing -3 at like -118. There's going to be some 3.5s out there.
Yeah, I got mine at Bet Online.
I went there this morning and their website was shut down for maintenance.
That's why you got to get it early, ball.
I didn't even fuck around with the spread in this one. I just took Purdue straight up money line.
Ooh, Jim.
I think this is my gut. This is my gut telling me that Purdue's a better team and that Odom's one of the better coaches in the Big Ten. I think he can coach it up.
Yeah.
I think Purdue's better than Northwestern. I just do this season. Troy at ULM. Troy is a 4.5-point road favorite here, over under 47.5, plus 180 on the money line.
No.
Thought about it. I gave it some thought for ULM as a home dog. But not a ton. Not a ton. Did not really play this one. Ole Miss at Georgia. Georgia is a 7-point home favorite here, over under 57.5, plus 220 on the money line. What's the weather in Chicago today?
Dude, we had a nasty ass rainstorm earlier, dude. It was fucking gnarly. Dude.
What's the weather today though? Because like, if it's full on run the ball area,
no,
definitely give me Purdue.
It stopped raining. The ground will be a little wet, but
it'll be nice out.
Yeah, I mean.
So Ole Miss, Georgia. Erik, are you going back to the well? You hit this one last year.
I'll be honest, dude. I want it. I was going to do it, and then I don't know if you follow this guy, but Benny from Yahoo. He used to have his own thing. Most bet college football sides. Number 1.
Ole Miss. Yeah.
So, nothing.
You know what I did here? Because I did something here.
What's
I bet
that?
the over. I bet the over, dude. Obviously, I think Georgia can put some points up on Ole Miss, and they're going to have to pass the ball. And I saw what happened when Ole Miss is like playing a team that can actually put up some points, which I think Georgia can. And I don't think Georgia's defense is what you typically think with Georgia defense. They're just like fine. And I think that means Ole Miss could do something here. And like people will be thinking, oh, Ole Miss almost lost to Washington State. That was definitely the look ahead of all look ahead spots.
Like, here's the thing. Fuck Kirby Smart. Just fuck Kirby Smart. Like the little, I was clapping. Motherfucker, you're calling a timeout, man.
That game was fucky. Texas A&M and Arkansas. Speaking of games with fuckery, Arkansas 7.5 point home dog here, over under 57.5 plus 235 on the money line. Erik, what are you playing here?
Jim, I did it, dude. I bet Arkansas plus 7.5 and plus 250 on the money line. I think this is actually a potential look at spot for A&M with LSU on deck. Perfect time to catch them a little unfocused. Over the last 3 years, SEC home dogs are 37, 22, and 2 against the spread. That's 63%. Numbers don't lie. Also, it doesn't look like Moss is going to go for A&M. That's a big deal. It really hurts their run game, limits what they're able to do offensively. Meanwhile, Arkansas has been playing a lot better. You know, they should have beaten Tennessee last week. If it wasn't for the turnovers, they're in position to beat Ole Miss. Defense has been improving each week. Also, another thing that really stood out to me, and it's too bad Chase isn't here. When was the last time an Arkansas defender tried to fight someone on the other team?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that, to me, that shows they're competing hard. They are doing effort. And like I mentioned last week, Petrino's telling everybody you're playing for next year's NIL deals. Money motivates anybody more than anything. Looking at PFF tackling grades, Arkansas is a top 15 team tackling, which really stood out to me. Petrino, I think he's pushing the right buttons with these players. I think Arkansas keeps this one close. I wouldn't be shocked if they're able to get this one outright. Another thing, I was looking at the weather. It is raining currently right now in Arkansas. If it's raining, it's going to take the passing game out of, going to make it a little bit more of a running game, which I think will hurt A&M. I'm going to take the Hogs here. Give me them plus 7.5, plus 250.
I'm on Arkansas plus 7.5 as well. I also think, to add to what you've been saying, I think the environment will be absolutely insane. Remember, this is like the first time this game will be played on campus in the last 7 years?
How funny would it be if Petrino rides out on a motorcycle with the girl that was on the motorcycle when he got the taxi?
I know I would love that. I know you would love that. I know America would love that.
I don't know the university would love that, though.
The university would probably not love that. Ohio State at Wisconsin. Ohio State is a 24.5 point road favorite here. Over under 41.5. Plus 1,300 on the money line. I believe this is Fickle's last game. That's my big takeaway.
Friend of the show, O'Kane. I mean, dude, it's been a hard week for him, man. You know, his Badgers are getting 28-some points. The Brewers just got boat raced in baseball. I think it's going to be a long day for him. I think and Ohio State.
I took Ohio State minus 24.5. I think they cover easily. I don't think Wisconsin. I think 2 weeks in a row, Wisconsin gets 0 points on the board.
Yeah.
Is Wisconsin now, like at this moment, are they the worst team in the Power Four?
No, Michigan State.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Speaking of which, Michigan State, Indiana. Indiana's a 27.5 point home favorite here against your Michigan State Spartans. Over under 49.5 plus 1,800 on the money line.
This is the ultimate letdown spot. If I was able to get the 28, I was going to get the 28.
Ugh.
There are rumors. Childs isn't 100%. He may even play this game. So if Childs doesn't go, that offense is insanely limited for the Spartans. I would love to be on the Spartans here, but there's no way in hell I can do it. unless I get 28 or more.
Yeah, if I was getting 28, maybe I could get there, but like I feel like in some regards, Indiana is still of that level where they don't have look ahead spots. You know?
No, but it's more of like you just beat Oregon.
That too.
Like,
that too.
And I mean, here's the thing: like Penn State not being good. Everyone's point of data of how good people are. Like Oregon, obviously they beat Penn State. Well, Penn State's not that good in overtime. Are they not that good now?
Well, I still think
I'm saying
I still think based on how Oregon was beating opponents prior to Penn State, and I guess I understand they were playing nobodies, but in some regard, like the way you're winning also counts.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think also it was less that Penn State was never good to Penn State absolutely, like that game was their whole season, and then they just quit after that game.
Okay.
Like they still Penn State, obviously they still have dudes on that team. They're still studs on defense. And like the running, like they have guys. They just quit. UNLV, Boise State. Eric, tell me, Boise State minus 12.5, by the way, over under 60.5 plus 370 on the money line.
At a cheap, I'm gonna have this game up on the old live ticker. If I can get Boise State at anything a touchdown or less, I'm gonna hammer it. UNLV fucking sucks. They should have lost to Air Force. The voodoo that Dan Mullins has is fucking insane.
What if he just keeps it going?
Dude. So they get to the college football playoff and over like Memphis or South Florida and lose like 63 to.
Okay, no. Don't get crazy here. But they make like the Mountain West championship game and lose in an embarrassing fashion to somebody.
God, love it. I'd love it. Fuck them.
Question, Eric. Which team is a better position to be solid in 2 years, Wisconsin or Michigan State? I'd say Michigan State, probably.
Michigan State has a lot of NIL. They have a lot more NIL than people realize. But they, yeah.
Do you have a vision? That's the thing. Like, do you have a vision for the football program?
I think the biggest thing with Michigan State is that they need to understand they need to find that diamond in the rough. If they do move off of John L. Smith, I think John L. Smith should use it. If you move off Jonathan Smith, I think you should give him one more year. But taking someone like an Urban Meyer
would be hilarious.
Taking someone like John Gruden, but that's just trying to get
that's just people putting names out.
That's just idiotic. You need to find like the South Florida guy.
Golish.
I would be interested in that. You know, someone like that. The Memphis guy. Someone like that. I'd be interested.
Bring D'Antoni back.
Dan, as much as I love D'Antoni, and I'll be there when they put his statue up, he is the reason why the program is in this position.
He is. Also, I think he would not. His style definitely doesn't work in the NIL era, I feel.
Oh, no.
I feel like he would hate this era of college football with a passion. Yeah. SMU at Clemson. Clemson 3.5 point home favorite here. Over under 49.5 plus 154 on the money line for SMU. Is Klubnik playing this one?
It doesn't look like it.
Okay. Let's make some monies on UNLV money line, by the way.
Let's make some money. He's going to lose some money then.
Klubnik not playing. Does that actually help Clemson?
No.
No? You don't think so?
No, not at all.
I kind of agree. I think they're better than SMU, though. I didn't touch this one, but I thought long and hard about it. UTSA, North Texas. North Texas is a 4-point home favorite here. Over under 65.5 plus 150 on the money line.
Interesting to see how North Texas comes back after last week.
I bet over 65. I got flat 65. I bet the over in this one.
Okay.
I think North Texas is very much easily better. I think they have more dudes than UTSA, but I don't think the defense is there for either of these teams. I think we see some points fest.
Sorry, Jim. I'm getting a
important phone call from Uncle Rico.
Sorry, Jim. I just sent him the voicemail, buddy. Sorry.
ODU at JMU. This one loses a little bit of luster after ODU gets embarrassed last week. But James Madison are 2.5 point home favorites here. Over under 47.5 plus 114 on the money line for the Monarchs of Old Dominion.
Nothing.
Anything in this one?
No.
It's a fun Sun Belt matchup. I think both these teams are fun. I think JMU's better. 2.5 seems about right. Coastal Carolina at App State. App State are 10.5-point home favorites here. Over under 48.5 plus 310 on the money line for Coastal.
I got nothing.
He was right. Old man complaining about Detroit. He was right. He did tell us that both ODU and JMU, one of them were losing. For App State Coastal,
It looked like both of them. Like JMU was losing to Louisville. early.
they were.
Yeah.
Did I get there with App State? I did. I took App State minus 10.5 versus Coastal. Coastal, Eric, right now is they are on the auto fade list.
Brave man, Jim. Brave man.
Well, I mean, this is more of a fade on Coastal than backing App State.
To me, it's more of App State with margin. Do you trust? No.
Against Coastal Carolina and Tim Beck, yes. The bad Tim Beck. The good Tim Beck is in Vanderbilt. Bad Tim Beck is here. Temple at Charlotte. Temple are 11.5-point favorites at Charlotte. Over under 48.5 plus 330 on the money line. Temple, Eric? Can I interest you in some Temple? No, same. Northern Illinois at Ohio. The Bobcats of Ohio are 10.5-point home favorites here. Over under 42.5 plus 330 on the money line. I immediately saw like a MAC team favored more than one touchdown, and I just wanted to hammer it. I stayed away, though. I should be commended for staying away.
I got nothing.
You should congratulate me for not playing this for how much I played and wanted to play this.
Jim.
Thank you.
I'm clapping for you, Jim.
Thank you.
Clapping.
Thank you.
Anti-clapping.
Wyoming at Air Force. Air Force are 4.5-point home favorites here. Over under 57.5 plus 164 on the money line.
Just take the over. I think my nephew's Pee Wee football team could drop 35 on this Air Force defense.
This is the worst defense I've ever seen, dude.
Yeah.
But their offense could put up points.
Yeah.
They're like dominating.
That's why I say take the over, dude.
I'll take the over. Over 57. I'll add it. I'll take over 57.5. I'll do it. Texas State, Marshall. Texas State are 3-point road favorites here. Over under is 65.5 plus 120 on the money line for the Thundering Herd of Marshall.
Can't do it.
Can't do what? You couldn't get there with Marshall?
Yeah, I wanted to fade Marshall, but I can't.
Yeah. As a road favorite, no. Akron, Ball State. Akron are 1.5-point road favorites at Ball State. Over under 43.5 minus 108 on the money line for Ball State.
Nothing.
Who's Akron to be a favorite?
Nothing.
But no.
I got nothing.
I stayed away. Texas Tech, Arizona State. Texas Tech, 7-point road favorite here. Over under 50.5 plus 250 on the money line.
This number's been dropping a lot. I've seen a lot of, again, so-called sharp steaming.
There's 6.5s out there.
This number was 8.5 earlier in the week. What's going on with Leavitt? Is Leavitt going to be playing? This could be Texas Tech's like little dead spot in the schedule where they struggle a little bit. Dude, that's a name. I mean, why not go after what's his name? Dillingham.
Okay, Dillingham for Arizona State?
Yeah, why doesn't Penn State go after him?
I think I've heard his name circulated.
Okay. I mean, I think that I'd rather have him than Manny Diaz.
I would too. He's like an exciting young coach that like energizes people. I love Dillingham.
Yeah, I'd rather.
I thought you were going to say Texas Tech's coach.
No, fuck.
And I was like, no shot, because this is all just the NIL, dude.
This guy's just living on NIL. This guy's like J.R. Ewing from Dallas.
He's killing it right now, though. I took Texas Tech minus 6.5. I think if we get Leavitt, then he's going to be banged up and not 100%. And if we get Jeff Sims, you couldn't make the spread high enough. And I would take Texas Tech.
What's the opposite of laddering? Oh no, this would be a ladder. Yeah, because you'd be laddering up. So you just minus 7.5, minus 10.5, minus.
Can I do like over a half interception, over 1.5 interceptions, over 2? I'll take over 3.5 interceptions for Jeff Sims.
I think you're just a bitter old man,
Eric. That literally the worst quarterback performance I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
I think he had 4 turnovers in one game, and he was pulled halfway through the third quarter. Disgusting. I also think Texas Tech is like buying away the best team in this conference. Memphis, UAB. Memphis are 21.5-point road favorites here at UAB. Over under 62.5 plus 1,000 on the money line. Fun fact. How much for Jim to wear a Sims jersey? No.
I got to play here, bud.
I have a fun fact before you get to your play. The Birmingham Stallions will be doing shirt signings and autographs and like meet and greets with like Jamar Smith and other players for this game. Shout out the Stallions.
I'm on UAB here plus 21.5.
Hell yeah.
You get the classic coaching pump. No Trent Dilfer here. Everything I'm reading says the players absolutely hated him. Anytime you remove a toxic coach, you usually get immediate spark from the team. Look ahead spot. Memphis has South Florida on deck. This could decide who takes that front seat in the American, who has the clear path to the college football playoff. Huge look ahead spot for them. So 100% spot and situational play for me. And don't overlook this UAB's offense with Kitten at quarterback. They've shown they are good enough to move the ball, keep games close. Even if they fall behind early, the backdoor cover is going to be wide open for them. Also, do you know who the interim coach is for UAB?
I do not.
Rest in peace, Chris Mortensen. It is his son, Alexander Christopher Mortensen. He is going to be the interim coach. Always loved Mort. I'm going to back his kid here. Give me UAB here plus 21.5.
You know what also? Because I've watched a couple UAB games this season, and I think you're spot on that I feel like they've been in games and just found ways to lose. And that was all on the Dilf man. And you got to get a bump. And also, classic Memphis. This is like not even just the look ahead spot. This is such a classic. Oh, Memphis is in the driver's seat for the American Conference. Oh, what happens now? Then they fucking crash and burn. All man complain about Detroit. Play the money line plus 1,000, 10-1.
Jesus, you imagine that?
I could. Eric, I need to know if there's a bet that you can make for me, but we'll get to that one later. The books that I use would not let me place this parlay I wanted to do. Mississippi State at Florida. Florida, 9.5-point home favorites here, over under 50.5, plus 285 on the money line. Was Mississippi State the second most played line side according to what your sources, Eric? Because I'm scared. No. I took Mississippi State here plus 9.5. I think Florida's good. The issue with me and this Florida team.
Anytime Napier is on the hot seat, they always win.
He was on the hot seat last week. No. Because he's just going to win every other week. He's going to win.
I'll tell you what, dude. If Michigan State got Billy Napier, I'd be fucking ecstatic.
What about if you got old little Neuheisel?
Okay, that's another thing that pisses me off. He's not the head coach. Everyone thinks he's the head fucking coach.
Well, he said OC. He said, hey, I hate the Lakers said OC.
Okay.
I think a lot of it just goes to the fact that like once he got bumped up to OC, the offense just completely turned around.
And allegedly, he wrote the offensive game plan out just on a bunch of bar napkins.
It is crazy that the head coach is getting zero credit, seemingly, though.
Yeah, it's great.
Maybe interim of the year. But yes, Mississippi State, I am on them plus 9.5. Also, a little sprinkle on the money line. I think Napier's done.
No, that's what everyone's saying. Everyone's saying he's done.
No, I think no matter the outcome, he's done.
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying. Everyone's saying done.
So done. Boom, out. Mississippi State on the way out. I also think Mississippi State's like a secretly like fun, good team. Good-ish. I'm not going to say full good.
They're good-ish.
Southern Miss at Louisiana. Southern Miss are 3.5-point road favorites here, over under 54.5, plus 142 on the money line. Southern Miss, our team.
You know, we have that healthy future on them to win the Sun Belt. They're in a good position. We just need not a dumb hiccup, and we're looking good.
Washington State at Virginia. Virginia are 16.5-point favorites here against Wazoo. Over under 55.5, plus 625 on the money line. Nice schedule there, Washington State. You travel to Mississippi. You travel to Ole Miss, and then the next week you're at Virginia.
Dude, you know, you said guess who's in second place in the Sun Belt East?
Is it Marshall?
No, Coastal Carolina.
Coastal. Wait, what? Are you doing anything, by the way? And they're 2-1.
I'm not doing anything. No.
Oh, they're 2-1 in conference. Okay, 3-3 overall. That's why. It's fine. I mean, the Sun Belt East is what? It's pretty shit, dude.
Can you imagine if the Coastal Carolina made the championship game? That'd be hilarious.
I don't know if they'd be happy. I don't think people there want Tim Beck to stay. I did not get there with Virginia, by the way. Texas at Kentucky. Texas are 12.5-point road favorites at Kentucky. Over under 43.5 plus 380 on the money line. Did you do it, Eric? Did you do it? You didn't do it? Give me Kentucky plus 13. Give it to me, baby. Erik, this is a recent trend. I don't know how many different things. So for the last 4 seasons, Texas has failed to cover the game immediately following Red River.
Ooh. Okay.
So I'm just writing that.
Okay.
Like, huge letdown spot. I think that was more Oklahoma not being good than Texas being good. And, like, consistently. So they didn't cover against Georgia last year. Didn't cover against, I believe it was a Baylor team. And then Oklahoma State didn't cover. Okay. Lost outright to Oklahoma State. I also, by the way, I did sprinkle a little bit on Kentucky money line.
Jesus, Jim.
I did. That's disgusting, I know. But I did it. I did it. Penn State, Iowa, at Iowa, baby. The Hawkeyes are 3-point home favorites, over under 40.5, plus 136 on the money line for Penn State. Any shot for the Nittany Lions?
I wonder what the look-ahead line was. This, I have no idea. Who knows what they're gonna do, dude?
No Drew Aller. That could also be a benefit, but also, I think their quarterback room behind him was also disgusting. You know what I did here, Erik? I bet the under. I bet under 40.5. Because if there's one unit on this Penn State team that might try, it's this defense. Specifically the defensive front. And I feel like they can give Iowa the fits. But I think this is do not watch this game. I think it's on Peacock, so don't need to worry about that. Maryland at UCLA. UCLA are 3-point home favorites here. Over under 52.5 plus 136 on the money line for the Terrapins.
Dude, I've been waiting for the right time to fade this fucking UCLA team, but I just cannot fade. I just cannot take the Terps.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Terps? I think the Terps might have the better quarterback, though. Just saying. If you're going to play anything here, I would play the over. Hawaii at Colorado State. Colorado State are 2.5-point home favorites here. Over under 54.5 plus 114 on the money line. Sprinkle a little bit on that Hawaii money line. Hawaii quietly having a good season. Quiet. They are quiet though.
Yeah, I mean, dude, if they win this, they're bowl eligible.
Yes.
They're going bowling. Think about that. Hawaii.
Come
on October 18th.
Yes.
Going bowling.
Like I'm saying, dude, quietly having a good season. Colorado State, look ahead. They play Wyoming next week.
Who looks ahead to Wyoming?
It's a big game between the two, right?
No.
They're looking ahead to me coming to town.
All right, guys, we got Jimmy coming to town. Let's do it.
Me and Chase are making the road trip.
You and Chase are going to Wyoming?
Yeah, he's flying in. We're going to Wyoming for a football game next week.
Oh my God, does that mean I'm solo next week?
No, we can still probably do the show. It's a night game, so we could just do it off the phone.
Jeez.
You're not going to go solo. We're not going to make you row solo. Georgia State at Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern are 6.5-point favorites here. Over under 60.5 plus 195 on the money line. I feel like both teams just want to burn it down and start over.
Yeah.
Like, how long of a leash does Clay Helton get at Southern?
I mean, I thought they were going to be a lot better this year.
I thought so too. I'm very disappointed with Southern. I think Southern is the better team, though. Maybe not 6.5, but they are the better team. USC at Notre Dame. Notre Dame are 10.5-point favorites at home. Over under 59.5 plus 285 on the money line. Erik, do you feel left out not going to the game?
No, I'm good.
Erik doesn't want to go to Wyoming.
Now, I got this early in the week when it was 8.5. Now, obviously, some USC injuries have come up, hence the line move. But I'll be honest, Notre Dame has some injuries too, and no one's talking about this. Their best offensive lineman is out. Their starting center is out. Their best defensive lineman.
What is with Notre Dame and offensive line injuries? This was a whole thing last year too.
I know that's huge losses for them in the trench. Meanwhile, USC quietly has the best wide receiver duo in the country and probably the best wide receiver in college football in Lemon, who primary lines up in the slot. And the key is Notre Dame has been awful this year in the slot. Rewind to the Texas A&M game, Concepcion was unstoppable. You know, he was just moving up and down the field.
Lemon's going to be off, dude.
He's going to eat. Now, does Notre Dame move more, who only plays the outside? Do they shadow Lemon? And know if they do that, that opens stuff up for the other wide receivers. So it's a real interesting chest match. Jeez, I can't even talk. Now, yes, I know Lincoln Riley's offense works best when they can run the ball. Now, their top 2 running backs are out. They're going to be using a freshman walk-in. In his limited time, I did like what I see from him. Ran hard, played within the scheme. I think they're going to be able to run the ball. I'm not really buying this recent Notre Dame defensive hype. Sure, they have not allowed a second-half score their last 3 games, but they played NC State, who's not that good this year. They played Boise State, who's not that good this year. And they played the corpse of Arkansas 3 weeks ago. None of those offense.
That was pre-Sam Pittman firing, too.
Yeah, brings what USC brings to the table. USC's offense, even with other injuries, is still one of the best in the country. I think they're going to be able to move the ball on this Notre Dame defense. I'm going to take USC here. I really like USC, so I'll take them here plus the 8.
This is also
8.5. They're up. I like it even more.
This is also effectively like a playing game.
I think USC comes down to the Oregon game for them. I really does.
I think obviously they need this one too.
I think they can lose this one competitively and beat Oregon. I think they're in.
I guess if you go 1-1, you're fine probably. Like if you beat this one, lose to Oregon, I think you're okay. Yeah. But I think for Notre Dame, 100% this is a playing game.
Oh, Notre Dame. If Notre Dame loses, they're
done. Yeah, they're done.
And then Freeman's going to be on Penn State sidelines.
Dude, I'm saying he's not leaving. I don't think Notre Dame's a job you'd leave. Right. Unless you're Brian Kelly and you're a scumbag. I thought about the over for this one too, but I think the weather's going to be a little bit of a factor.
Weather's going to be brutal there.
Tennessee at Alabama, the 3rd Saturday in October. Alabama are 9.5-point home favorites here, over under 58.5, plus 260 on the money line. I bet over. The over 59 here. I did it. I think we see points. I think Joey Aguilar, old Joe, old lunch pail Joey Aguilar. I think he can actually do something against this Alabama defense, and obviously, I think Alabama's going to be able to put up points. So
this is really off key here. I'm looking at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the bottom 5 teams in the Big Ten Conference. Okay. 14th place in the Big Ten Conference, Michigan State, 0-3. 15th place, Penn State, 0-3. 16th place, Purdue, 0-3. 17th place, Rutgers, 0-3. 18th place, Wisconsin, 0-3. Jesus Christ, dude. Crazy.
Yeah, it's rough. I mean, honestly, if you ask me anything, the Big Ten kind of falls off after. Eric, did you see who's 3rd in the Big Ten standings right now?
USC, right?
No. The Minnesota Golden Gophers, with their win against Nebraska, are now 3rd place in the Big Ten. Could Minnesota make the run of runs and put PJ Fleck at the front of the fucking... No shot. I think Minnesota's I think they're just straight up not good. FAU at South Florida. USF are 21-point home favorites here, over under 72.5, plus 1,000 on the money line for FAU.
All right, so I did it. I took FAU here plus 21.5, similar spot to the UAB bet. We're fading South Florida. Look at spot with Memphis on deck. Now, I know some people are going to talk about how the South Florida coach doesn't like FAU, but honestly, that thing that happened last year, that was more of a him and Herman situation. The year prior to that, Herman ran up the store. So, I mean, I really don't think it has anything to do with the current coaching staff. FAU is one of the fastest moving offenses in the country. They can move the ball quickly, that kind of pace, and the passing attack they have opens up the door for the backdoor cover, especially in these situations. Now, we've seen a team that's been rumored. No, it's how we're going to. We've seen a team that's had a good season. That's one of these mid-majors. And then we hear rumors that their coach is a front runner for a Power 5 job. And then the team goes out and completely lays an egg. Rewind to the Liberty Hugh Freeze team. Maybe a possibility here with all the goalless rumors of him being in for the Florida job, in for the Penn State job. I just think it's a good situational spot and a good look-ahead spot. So I'll play the FAU Owls.
I think there is a shot that South Florida could like pull away, similar to how they did against North Texas last week. But yeah. I took FAU plus 13.5 first half.
Ooh.
I think it's one of those, like, I think it's incredibly back and forth, at least in the first half. Wouldn't even mind, like, you could see me sprinkle a little bit on that FAU first half money line too.
Okay.
I wouldn't hate it. But I feel like eventually South Florida pulls away. And like they probably don't cover. They win, I'm gonna say, by like 17. But I think at first it's gonna be like super back and forth, high scoring. Bobby Thomas going to Michigan State next week.
I mean, dude, good for him. I will not be attending.
Pitt at Syracuse, baby. Pitt is a 9.5 point road favorite here. Over under 54.5 plus 295 on the money line.
If they were playing anyone but fucking Syracuse.
I know, right?
Anyone but fucking Syracuse.
Or if Syracuse had their starting quarterback.
If Syracuse had any gusto.
If Syracuse's quarterback wasn't dead.
If they had any juice.
They don't. They just don't. Because, this team had juice. Syracuse had juice. And I want to fade Pitt so bad here. Can't. You just can't. You cannot back this Syracuse team at all. Missouri at Auburn. Missouri are 1.5 point road favorites at Auburn. Over under 43.5. Minus 102 on the money line for the Tigers.
All right, so now look. Could Auburn go out there and easily lay a fucking egg with all the bullshit that they've gone through over the last this season? That is very much a possibility. But if you just look at the matchups, Auburn has the edge. What does Missouri like to do? Run the ball. Auburn is elite at stopping the run. Prabulia has shown that he is a dog shit quarterback and they cannot throw it effectively. So if Auburn shows up, they're going to bring pressure. They're going to stop the run game. That is going to make Missouri get behind the sticks, and Missouri's really going to struggle. Also, Auburn's due for some calls, dude. You know what I mean? Like, if there's one team that you're going to watch this and they're going to, like, you know what I mean? Like, get a little benefit of the whistle, it is going to be Auburn. I think Freeze is a solid coach. I think he is going to have a great game plan lined up. Arnold is going to be effectively moving the ball. I think he's going to scheme up some stuff. I think Auburn has the advantage in the trenches. I really like him in this spot. I'll take Auburn as a small home dog plus 1.5. And I'm going to say this. If Auburn gets rid of Hugh Freeze, I would love for Michigan State to go after Hugh Freeze.
Wait, really?
Dude, why not?
What has Hugh Freeze shown?
A lot more than Jonathan Smith has.
I don't think he's shown anything.
A lot more, dude. Dude, you're getting the SEC. You're getting 6-7 wins. Okay, what he did at Ole Miss.
Yeah, you see Lane Kiffin though, like a show, like.
Yeah, I'm just saying, dude. I don't
think Hugh Freeze is that good of a coach.
Okay.
I don't think he is.
No.
I think at Liberty you have built-in advantages that you're spending millions of dollars more than every other team in Conference USA. Mm-hmm. I think there's built-in advantages there. I think he quits. He throws players under the bus. He doesn't take responsibility for stuff.
That's a sign of a good coach.
And I feel like his teams crack at the at the slightest bit of adversity. Like, that's the thing. I can't get behind Auburn because this team just has quit. They have full quit in them. I don't believe in Hugh Freeze. The thing that's going for me, why I can't back them. Did you know this is Michigan? This is Missouri's first road game of the season.
Yep.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Does Lane go to Florida?
I could see it, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
Does-
to me, there's certain coaches that are just like, wherever I'm going to get paid the most, that's where I'm fucking going.
That's where I'm like, can Ole Miss bring out the truck? Like, does Ole Miss have the boosters to make Lane stay?
I think Ole Miss has more money than people realize.
Because I think, like, if Ole Miss can pony up money, I think Lane's not moving. I think he's, like, fully just money.
Yeah.
DZ coming in, LSU plus 7.5, UConn plus 6.5, Michigan plus 3.5, TCU plus 5.5, Bowling Green plus 4.5, Miami of Ohio money line, Arizona plus 6.5, Tulane money line, Duke plus 5.5. Coming in hot.
Coming in hot, dude.
Coming in hot. Yeah, I had nothing in the Missouri-Auburn game. Utah, BYU, the Holy War at 7 p.m. Utah's a 3.5-point road favorite. Over under 49.5, plus 154 on the money line.
I got nothing.
If this got over 3.5, this was like 4 or more, which I think it might have been earlier in the week. I would have been all over BYU. I think BYU has some weird magic horseshoe stuff up their ass. Just again, BYU wins these weird games where it doesn't seem like they should win, and I feel like that's exactly what this game's going to be. Mm-hmm. BYU's going to waltz in to November, and people are going to be like, oh, can they make the Big 12 championship game? They're undefeated, and then lose like 3 games to end the season.
Yeah.
But I love this team. I love BYU. Damn, I can't quit them. Cincinnati, Oklahoma State, 23.5. You can almost name a spread against Oklahoma State.
I think someone made a comment, and I don't even know who the fuck it was, a couple weeks ago, just fading Oklahoma State first half, because the teams will come out a little bit more on fire, and the second half they'll pull off the guys, so to speak.
I don't hate that.
I definitely
don't hate that. Nevada, New Mexico. New Mexico are 13.5-point favorites against Nevada. Over under 49.5 plus 390. You do anything there, Eric?
No.
Same. I do like New Mexico as a team though. Lafayette, Oregon State. Anything?
Lafayette is going all out to Oregon State.
Yes, dude. These the Pac-2 schools' schedules are absolutely insane.
What's the line in that game?
The line at 21.5
for Oregon State.
21.5.
Jesus, nothing.
21.5. Jesus Christ. Also, because I was using DraftKings, they didn't have Oregon Rutgers. Did you have anything Oregon Rutgers? Rutgers is a 17.5-point home dog.
Why don't they have anything?
They don't, because I don't have the geolocation for my location. It's just the generic DraftKings. They don't have New Jersey. They don't do New Jersey stuff. Because I guess the DraftKings website I use is based out of New Jersey.
And what game are you looking for?
Rutgers, Oregon. Did you have anything there? I have it right here. I have it pulled up. It's 17.5. Yeah, 17.5. Did you play anything there?
Nothing.
I have the over 62 in Oregon Rutgers. Have to fade the Beavs and wave the big spread. I haven't followed enough Patriot League to see how Lafayette's doing. And Eric, the last game of the night, Florida State going all the way to Stanford. Florida State is a 17.5-point road favorite at Stanford. Total is 54.5 plus 650 on the money line.
Got nothing.
Who is Florida State to be laying these points?
It's a good point, dude. And like also talking about coaching, Stanford just had some dude donate 50 fucking million. You know what I mean? Like now they're kind of like a sleeping giant. No, honestly though, they're kind of like a sleeping giant now.
They could be. You could argue.
You know what I mean, like,
so I hate the Lakers says Florida State is bouncing back. I don't know. If there's been one team that we've seen over the past couple of years that just can quit on a season, Florida State can quit on a season.
Yeah.
Not to mention the body clock. This is what? It'll be 10:30, like local time for them. That's why I bet Stanford plus 18. And
Ooh.
a little sprinkle at plus 610.
Did you see the end of the North Carolina game?
Yeah, that was what the fuck. What the fuck, dude? So here's I got a little bit of sprinkles. I have a wedding tonight. I'll be drunk betting on this game that I shouldn't be. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So here are my money line sprinkles. But before I get to the rest of my play, I'll recap my plays. But my money line sprinkles, just to go through. You want to sprinkle a little bit on Eastern Michigan, Georgia Tech, Purdue, Hawaii, Washington, Mississippi State, Baylor, Ole Miss, BYU, Wyoming, USC, Tennessee, and Stanford. I sprinkled a little bit on all those games. Now, here are all of my plays. I'll reiterate mine, and then Eric can go through his. I'm on Buffalo minus 15.5, App State minus 10.5, Eastern Michigan money line, FAU plus 13.5 first half, Oklahoma, South Carolina under 43, Georgia Tech money line, Purdue money line, Hawaii money line, Mississippi State plus 9.5, UTSA North Texas over 65, Houston money line, Baylor money line, Ole Miss Georgia over 57.5, Arkansas plus 7.5, Penn State Iowa under 40.5, Ohio State minus 24.5, Texas Tech minus 6.5, Kentucky plus 13, Oregon Rutgers over 62, Tennessee Bama over 59, Stanford plus 18. See, a lot of sprinkles equals a shower. You sprinkle on each one, you get a full donut.
CMU plus 4.5, CMU plus 145, Duke minus 120, Purdue plus 3.5, Arkansas plus 7.5, plus 250, UAB plus 21.5, USC plus 8.5, FAU plus 21.5, Auburn plus 1.5. If you guys have questions on lines, just DM me and I'll let you know. But during the show, I'd say what I'd play each number at. If you missed it, just DM me on Twitter. I
also had the 3-team look-ahead parlay that I called. We mentioned all these teams as a look-ahead. So I took Florida Atlantic plus 21, UAB plus 21.5, and Arkansas plus 7.5, plus 580.
Okay. I just did my round robin. My round robin was Duke money line minus 125, CMU money line plus 157, Purdue money line plus 122, Arkansas money line plus 249, USC money line plus 263.
Here's my round robin. Baylor, Georgia Tech, Purdue, Mississippi State, BYU, Stanford.
Okay.
Getting wild and weird with it. Here's what I wanted you to put in, Eric, because the books wouldn't allow it.
Okay, let me write it down.
Okay. These are all money line. This is the chaos parlay or the / it would be really funny if these teams win.
All right, hold on. Let me pull up a book here. You don't care what book, do you?
I don't care what book as long as they will allow it. I tried 3 different books that said, because I'm only betting this is $1. This is a $1 bet.
All right. Team 1.
Army. These are all money line.
We're going Army. Okay.
Yeah, this is it would be very funny if these teams win. So this is a very long shot of winning. Yeah. Team number 2, Michigan State. It would be so funny if Michigan State wins. Would it not?
All right, go ahead.
Arkansas. Very funny. People are pegging like Texas A&M as the best team in the SEC right now. It'd be very funny if they lose to Arkansas.
Yeah, if this wins and I end up having to pay like $60,000 in fucking taxes.
Well, you're going to get some of the money.
All right, go.
UNLV. It'd be very funny if they just keep winning. They're not a good team.
Go.
UAB. Ruin the American chances at a playoff spot.
Go.
I would love it. Florida Atlantic. Again, ruin the Americans' chances at a playoff spot. Just tank the G5s. Open the door back up for North Texas. That'd be awesome. Rutgers.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
All right. Rutgers.
Very funny if Oregon loses to Rutgers. Anyone who loses to Rutgers, very funny.
Okay. Next.
Kentucky. Texas after Red River. Amazing.
Jesus Christ.
and then I'm ending it with Stanford to like ruin Florida State's season.
Oh god, that's funny, dude. This is a funny parlay, dude.
There's zero shot, but it's like just one little dollar. Eric, I'll Venmo you $1 if you want.
All right. A parlay. $1. Oh, it says the minimum stake is $2.50.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I'll Venmo you $2.50.
That's the thing. Here. Plus, there's a 50-cent upcharge
Oh my god.
because I'm in Illinois and there's like a minimum now.
Oh my god.
All right, so you would Jesus Christ.
What's the minimum?
That's the minimum, $2.50.
Okay. How much does that win?
Oh no, sorry. I have my. Oh, sorry, dude. I have my UFC bets in here that I haven't deleted. There's going to be a little change in the odds.
Okay. That's fine.
All right, so 9 legs, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes.
9 legs to win $81 million.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to bet this for $2.50?
Yeah, I'll Venmo you the $2.50.
We're sorry. The winnings of this bet.
See?
Need the
Cowards.
of 1.7 million.
Cowards.
It's funny.
They're scared. That's why. And then obviously I'll end with my teaser. If that fucking hits, by the way, you know how pissed I'm going to be if somehow that would go through?
I think you're fine, Jim.
Nah, I think I'm fine too. The teaser for this week. Here we go. We're teasing LSU up to +8.
Okay.
I'm teasing Central Florida down to -1.5 versus West Virginia at home.
Okay.
I am going to tease Temple to -5.5 versus Charlotte.
Okay.
I'm going to tease Texas Tech to -0.5 point versus Arizona State. I'm going to tease Georgia Southern to -0.5 because I think they win that one. And then I am teasing Maryland up to +9.
Who? Jesus.
Yeah, 7-1 +700. You think if I do that with like a bookie that like does it on credit, they could just pay me out in installments over the course of their lifetime?
Did you try it like on Bet Online?
Again, Bet Online wasn't active, but I tried it on Bookmaker, I tried it on Heritage, and I tried it on Bovada.
Yeah. Oh, Bovada, I'm banned from. So
you could try it on Bet Online, but it's not. I doubt they'll take it.
Tweet Dave. Dave, you fucking pussy.
Yeah, tweet him.
Come on, David. Oh, the site's being a little wanky, dude.
I told you they were under repair this morning. I'm telling you, brother.
Site's being a little wanky. All right, here we go. No. The site's being wanky, dude. It's being wanky.
Any other takes or whatnot you want to get off?
Jim.
Oh, you got something?
All right, Jim. All right, so we got Stanford, right?
Yes.
What was the next team?
We'll just work backwards. Kentucky.
FAU, right?
FAU is on there, yes.
Kentucky was on there. No Iowa, no Penn State, no UCLA, no Colorado State, no Georgia.
Nope.
Rutgers was on
Rutgers
there.
is on there.
Mississippi State or Florida?
No.
Arizona State?
No.
UAB was on there.
UAB is on there.
Arkansas was on there, right?
Arkansas is on there. Yep.
Georgia or Mississippi?
No.
UNLV was on there.
UNLV is on there.
Michigan State was on there.
Michigan State's on there. I think Michigan State's doing a lot of heavy lifting there. And Army. Army was the last one.
Can't find Army. Army, boom. I hear it.
$1, Eric, is all I want.
I don't think I have any money in my Bet Online account.
We'll just see what it would pay out. I mean, I don't know if I have any either.
Verifying.
Oh.
It's verifying me.
Oh, it's verifying you? I don't want to get you
Verifying.
banned from Bet Online. This is this.
Dave follows me. Dave follows me, dude.
No,
Dave and I are BF.
this is a sharp play, dude.
I want to use the term sharp.
Oh, can I bet just 1 penny? I have 1 penny in my account. Can I just do 1 penny bet?
Here we go. Here we go. It's loading. Parlay.
What is it, baby?
$1.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. Little under 28 million. Little under
Okay.
28 million.
Okay.
Let's
do it.
Risk the max, dude. You can wager $3,000 on it. That's the max they'll give you.
So you just want to give, if you want to donate $3,000 to Bet Online, yeah.
Can you imagine if this hits? Are you gonna put it in?
I don't have any money in my Bet Online account.
Minimum is $1. You could be a millionaire, Jim.
We'll see. I'll put it in. I'll try and put it in. If not, whatever happens. It's not hitting, so whatever, but
It's a good time.
imagine I don't put it in and it hits, I would just want to hang myself. Any other parting thoughts for the people, Eric? Any other takes you want to shoot off about this weekend of college football? We're on the back half now.
No.
The season goes quick.
Best of luck in your bets, guys. Hopefully we can make you guys some money, and we'll be back. I'll be back next week. I wasn't on the cool list to make the trip.
We'll be here. I also kind of want. I do want to say it does feel like chaos. Oh, Eric, we almost forgot. What's the bet? We got you and me got to come together on a bet. What's the bet? What's the bet, baby? What's one that we? There was one that we agreed on, right? Was it Arkansas?
Yeah, let's do Arkansas plus 7.5.
Okay, we'll do Arkansas. So we're doing a nice little latter half of the season ladder. So we're gonna throw $10 on Arkansas spread, right?
Yeah, spread.
Arkansas plus 7.5 spread. $10 on there. Boom.
What did James Franklin do to Todd McShay? It's like McShay's just been bashing him online.
I don't know. All right, folks. That'll do it for this episode of the College Football Tailgate. Big show. Thank you all for watching. We love you guys. Go win your bets.